So, hello students, we are ready with one new topic, which is rounding and estimation, right? The next topic of the chapter number 1. So, what is the mean of rounding numbers? So, first we will discuss the rounding number. It sounds like a round. Okay, rounding numbers, rounding to decimal places, D and P. In the short form, we could write DP, decimal places, right? Keep digits up to given decimal place. And this is, you could say, a definition, right? This is what? Definition. But just ignore it. We will see this example. Round. This number we have two decimal places or 2DP, right? So how can we round this huge number in just 2 decimal places? So before the decimal, we have 5, right? We have 5, just copy and paste it down and mark a decimal over here and 2 decimal place. After decimal, you need to consider only 2 number and 7, 6 and 7. Okay, now I am bringing it down. And the third number is what? It is 8, right? See, if we have number 5 to 9, so we will add 1. Where we will add? In the 7, right? We will add in the 7. If there are 0 to 4, so we will just stay. No need to add or subtract. No need to do anything. That's why the answer is 5.6 and 8 instead of 7. What's going over here? See, this was the example 5.6789. 5.6 and see 7. After 7, what we have? 8. 8 is obviously it is greater than 5, right? So if we have a number which is greater than 5 but less than 9, so what will we have to do? We have to add 1 in just before the number. 7 plus 8. Sorry, 7 plus 1 we will add. So this number would be 5.68. So your answer is 5.68, right? Now, next, moving to the next, rounding to significant figures, SF. This is the short form. The first non-zero digit is the first significant figure. Round up, round down based on the next digit. So what it means, let's understand by this example. Round. Here we have this 0.04566, okay? And now we have to only significant 2 figures. So what we have number, don't count the 0, right? Except the 0, how many numbers over here? But we have to focus just only 2 numbers, except 0, right? 0, 0, 4, 5. Just focus on 4, 5. But after 5, we have number 7. And 7 is obviously, 7 is lies between 5 to 9. Or you could say 7 is greater than 5, right? So what we have to do? We have to add 1 in the just before the number. 0.046, okay? This is your significant figures. Moving to the next, what we have to do here, rounding to the nearest 10, 100, 1,000 and so on, right? Use place value rule. You could use, but we don't have so many time in examination, right? So we cannot write like that. Suppose here we have 3689, 3689. We know this is ones, So 9 times 1, 8 times 10, 6 times 100. That's how we find what? The place value, right? 3 times 1000. But we don't have time in examination. So what is the short form? Just focus on. We have to round to the nearest thousand, right? Thousand. So how many zeros in thousand? 1, 2, 3, right? Just see over here. 3. After 3, we have 3 numbers and we have to convert this 3 number into 0. But the question is, how can we convert? This is 36. We could also write 3600 or 3700, right? Nearest thousand in case of. But once again, let me explain the middle number. From 3500 to 3700, similarly 3600, we have 3700, right? Like that we have series. But see, this 3689, this is nearest to where? 3689, this is nearest to the 3700, not in 3600, right? This is the closest to the 3700. That's why the answer would be 3700. Okay. Estimation. What do you mean by estimation? Estimation involves rounding numbers before performing calculation to get an approximate answer, right? Here we have to find approximate value, not the exact. Why we use approximate estimation? To check reasonable of answer. I mean, reasonableness of answer. What do you mean by it? Suppose we went grocery shop and there was some fruits like some $19, some are $21, and suppose you bought only 2 products from there. So as you can see, these are very complicated. If I convert 19 into 20 and 21 into 20, so this is very, it's easy to add or subtract. It is easy for calculation. That's why the estimation is very important. This is what? To save for money, and we are, we could say we are very close to the exact number. Okay, this is not any random number. What is the rule for estimation? Round all number to 1 or 2 significant figures. Use easy number, right? Use 200 instead of 198, 199, right? Suppose 199.9. So you have to use 200 for easy to calculation, right? For example, we have 197 and 5.87. So what we can write? 197 as a 200 and 5.87, we can round it 7 because 5.87, it is very closer to the 6. This is almost 6, but not exact because we are learning estimation, right? So obviously this is very easy to calculate. It saves our time and energy. Yeah. Okay. So the answer is 1200. So obviously this answer is not the exact answer. So that's why we cannot write answer, but in bracket you could write approx, right? Now your answer is absolutely correct. Now, the next subtopics, upper and lower bound. So what do you mean by upper and lower bound? When rounding a value, the range it could represent is called the bounds. First, lower bounds. How to find lower bounds? Rounded value, and then we have to subtract half of the accuracy unit. Similarly, for upper bound, how can we find? Rounded value, write the rounded value and add what we have to add? Half of the accuracy unit. For example, if the length is 25.6 centimeter, right? And we have to round it 1 dp, right? 1 decimal places, right? So the unit is what? 0.1 because we have to round it 1 dp. That's why 1. And half of 0.1 is half of 0.1. It is 0.05, right? This is your what? This is your half unit, okay? For lower bound, what we have to do? Rounded value. What is the rounded value over here? 25.6, right? 25.6 and subtract. We have to subtract. What we have to subtract? Half of accuracy unit. Accuracy unit is our 0.05. So just subtract and you can find your lower bound. Okay. For upper bound, what you have to do? For upper bound, you just write down the rounded value. Rounded value is your 25.6. Okay. Right, and add. What you have to add? Half of the accuracy unit. Accuracy unit is 0.05. Okay. So after adding this is your upper bound. Okay. I hope everything will be clear. Now the next is rounding. Let's solve some example. Right. Some question are from core and some from extended. Okay. And we will learn both core as well as extended problems we will solve. So first is 72.894 to 1 decimal places, or you could say 1 dp, right? So how can we do that? 72, right, as it is 0.1 decimal places, right? So write 8, and after 8, what the number over here? 9 and 4. Just ignore the 4. 9. 9 is like from 5 to 9, right? Actually, it is direct 9. So what we have to do? We have to add 1, right? Just before the number. So 72.9. This is your rounded number. See, 72.9. And the second question, 0.00967 to 2 significant figures. Except 0, you have to count 2 numbers, right? Non-zero numbers. So just write 0.00, 2 significant figure, two numbers, 9, 6. Okay, 9, 6. But the third one is what? It lies from 5 to 9, right? So obviously we have to add 1. So 0.0096 plus 1, how much it is? 7. So the answer is your 0.0097. See, 9387 to the nearest thousand. There are 3 zeros in thousand. Okay. So we have to choose what number we can write. Okay. 3 zeros. 9 and just write 3 zeros. Okay. But see, here it is 3. 3, it is lies from 0 to 4 or 5 to 9. Obviously, 0 to 4, right? That's why no need to change. anything. Okay, no need to add or subtract. You just round down. Okay, next. This question is from extended. 0.005872 two significant figure. Three significant figure. How many non-zeros number over here? 58723. Okay. So just copy and paste. 0.00587. Right? 587. Now, focus on the fourth number. That is 2. 2 lies from 0 to 4 or not? Yes, obviously. So here we no need to add any number. No need to add any number. You could add 0. So 7 plus 0 is how much? 7. Okay. That's why it is not changeable. No need to change. Just write down as it is. B 3.4567 to 2 dp, right? So focus on the third one. Third, 6. Obviously, 6 is lies from 5 to 9. So what we have? So should we add or not? Yes, we should. So we will add 1 where? Just in the previous one. 3.45. Sorry, 5 plus 1, 6. Right? So this is your answer. And in the next, 246 to one significant figure. First digit is your 2. The next is 4. Right? 4. So 4, 0 to 4. Right? So here we will do what? Round down. Round down. For round up, when we do round up, when the number would be from 5 to 9. Just round down the 4 and you can write it 200. Okay. Estimation. The third question. Estimation 489. So it is obviously it is closer to 500, right? And 3.14. This is closer to 3, right? So 500 multiplied by 3, 1500. So you have to write just approx. Okay? Because this is not the exact value. See, items. Here we have items 1, item 2, and 3. Estimate. How can we add quickly without any wasting time? 12.99. This is closer to 13. Yes, $13 plus $23.45, which is we can round it in $23 plus 4.78, which is rounded by $5. Now you can add it simply, right? Similarly, this is question from extended. Estimate. You have to estimate this value. Here we have multiplication as well as division. So 19.6, it is closer to 20, right? 2.98, this is closer to 3, and 5.01, we can assume as a 5. So after cancellation, 4 times 5 and 4 times 3 is 12, right? And this is what? Your approx value, okay? So that's all for now. In the next class, we will start ratio, proportion, and rate problems. If you have any queries regarding rounding, estimation, or do you want to practice question based on this, so you can practice. right? But for that, you have to message me, right? How can you do message me? Chat box is open for you. You may write over here. I have this issue. I want to know more about this or that. So I will help you. Okay. So see you in the next class. Till then, take care and thanks for watching.